The United States has accused Russia of sending saboteurs trained in explosives to stage a pretext to invade Ukraine. Now, the allegations mark a striking new escalation in tensions over Ukraine. US says it is concerned that Russia is preparing for an invasion against Ukraine. Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby told reporters that US has information that Russia has pre-positioned a group of operatives to conduct what is being called a false flag operation. The US, Europe, allies and Russia held talks this week which ended in a stalemate. So far, there are no plans to meet again and address Russia's deployment of tens of thousands of troops along the border. A cyber attack against Ukraine has further inflamed tensions.
Look, we've certainly seen this playbook before, particularly in 2014 with their illegal annexation, occupation of Crimea. Without getting into too much detail, we do have information that indicates that Russia is already working actively to create a pretext for a potential invasion, for a move on Ukraine. In fact, we have information that they've pre-positioned a group of operatives to conduct what we call a false flag operation, an operation designed to look like an attack on them or their people or Russian-speaking people in Ukraine, again as an excuse to go in.
US President Joe Biden has warned his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, of severe economic consequences if it launches an invasion against Ukraine. Russia has stationed artillery, tens of thousands of troops near the Ukrainian border. Russia has denied plans to invade Ukraine and dismissed statements made by US by calling them unfounded. And WION correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York for more on this.
While the Biden administration accused Moscow on Friday of sending operatives into Ukraine to stage an incident that would then provide Russian President Vladimir Putin with an excuse to invade part or all of that country, the White House did not provide any details of the evidence to back its charge, although one U.S. official did vaguely say that those allegations were based on, quote, a mix of intercepted communications and observations of the movement of people. Also, Pentagon spokesman John Kirby, when asked by reporters, said that the intelligence regarding this operation was, quote unquote, very credible. The U.S., by releasing this statement, hopes that by exposing this alleged operation, it would prevent a potential attack. However, by not providing the evidence that it is charging, some of which it has provided to allies and key members of Congress, it is perhaps opening up itself to charges made by Russia that it has either fabricated evidence or it has faulty intelligence. That's something that experts and analysts are concerned about. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
Staying on with the row unfolding between Russia and Ukraine, Ukraine was hit by a cyber attack in which a warning was splashed across government websites. In the latest, Russia says it has dismantled the prominent hacking group called Revil. It carried out a high-profile attack last year on U.S. software firm Kaseya. The step comes after Washington made a request. The arrests were a rare demonstration of collaboration between U.S. and Russia. This comes at a time when tensions run at an all-time high. The local news channel aired footage of agents raiding homes and arresting people, pinning them to the floor and seizing large piles of dollars. The group members have been charged and could face up to 7 years in prison. The announcement comes few hours after the Ukrainian government websites were hit by hackers. A warning posted in Ukrainian said, and I quote, "All information about you has become public. Be afraid and expect worse. It's your past, present and future." Ukraine linked the cyber attack to Russia. Meanwhile, US President Joe Biden and his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin held a summit in June last year. Cybersecurity was one of the main issues on the agenda. The US and its allies have offered Ukraine support. Listen in.
The United States and our allies and partners are concerned about this cyber attack, and the president has been briefed. We are also in touch with the Ukrainians and have offered our support as Ukraine investigates the impact and nature and recovers from the incidents. We don't have attribution at this time, and I can't point to any more specifics. I know the Ukrainians also announced and conveyed that they got their systems up and running pretty quickly and that personal data was not accessed. We will continue to, of course, work with them and assess any additional impacts.
A top Ukrainian security official says that hackers appear to have used the software administration rights of a third-party company that developed the sites. Now, the Deputy Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council has also said that Ukraine was working to establish who obtained such access, whether it was done externally or through an insider. Other experts in Ukraine believe that hackers could be setting the stage for more serious cyber attacks that would disrupt the lives of ordinary Ukrainians. Intrusions by hackers in hospitals, power utility companies and the financial systems were a rare phenomenon. However, organized cyber criminals have gone after institutions aggressively in the past 2 years.
Now we're witnessing one of the biggest cyber attacks over the last 3-4 years. It's a large scale, since almost 70 ministers have been affected and their websites have been defaced.
Russia has rejected hacking allegations leveled by Ukraine and other countries over the years.